Yeah.
Okay, I'm like kind of in the
Oh, that's wild. You can see it from your phone.
Yeah. That's what I like about this book.
Respect to it.
What's up, family? What's going on? You good? Yeah?
You know from where, right?
Yeah, I know from over here. Yeah.
How you doing, bro?
What up?
What's going on? I'm good. I just published a book.
What's going on, man?
Football team right now.
I got one for you. Yeah, absolutely. This one I signed for
If
you.
y'all go up there, actually, you guys can see me on the walk. I graduated from there too. Solid.
Good, man. Good. I moved to the East Coast.
This is actually one of my passions.
So I'm in Boston now. You got a cash out, Venmo?
Before that to happen, I saved somebody's life. I pushed him out the bed for a nigga.
How you been, bro? You been good?
Man, beautiful.
And that's what I'm what happened? You stopped doing security?
No. I'm rapping, teaching.
Right now, we're doing camp.
Oh, you good?
I got you.
Right now, we're just doing like camps and stuff, but yeah. So we get it all set up. People funky, man. So for sure. All right.
Cool.
I'm trying to get to LA, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going tomorrow.
Well, it's been good to see you, bro.
Yeah, it's great to see you too, man.
Mama.
Yeah. The book talks about hip hop leadership
Yeah, for sure.
and a bunch of examples of people in the culture.
We'll have
You know what I'm saying?
It's all hotspot.
What's your number, bro?
916.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What text? What is it now? 6?
579
579.
3784.
Do you still be doing security though? Or not really?
No, not anymore. Good to see you.
Good to see you, bro.
Absolutely. Be safe.
Yes, sir.
My brother.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Ready. When you set up your store, when you setting up your store, you come over candy for a minute, son.
So.
I like that.
Getting good. We're gonna get it soon too.
There it is.
You know what's crazy? Is he was one of my 5th grade students, my first week out here. That was 2000.
Hard head, what a good kid, man.
Yeah.
He's so in the life that dude been selling candy with knots for the last 10 years. I'm like, man, you got more money than me. You want some candy or what?
It's part of like just not having the right system to recognize the genius. 'Cause it wasn't school. Like, you know, he has a processing disorder, right? And so
I can't tell. It ain't with money.
you can't. Exactly, right? But in terms of you gotta sit me in this classroom. And I gotta be here and listen to this when I'm hungry. I don't know if we got it at home. And if I'm not moving candy, we don't make no bread. You know what I mean? And so I'd rather candy than drugs. You know what I'm saying? And for that reason, every time I see him, it's like, bro, yes, I'm gonna go whatever every single time. You know,
I didn't even think he had candy when I first met. I'm like, you got too much money to have candy. He legit had candy. And it's 100 degrees out. I'm like, dude, who's buying candy right now?
And he's just hustling and just trying to provide. But like, where's the business class for him? You know what I mean? Like, where's the non-traditional space where it's like, bro, let me teach you how to multiply this into the next thing. You know what I mean? And you know, it's hard because I know the schools that he went to, and I'm like, they weren't ever going to serve him the way he needed. You know, that information. But there's no alternative. It's like if you're not successful in the status quo, then you're just not going to be successful. We know that's not true though. Taking non-traditional, paths that are different, but our young people don't always have those kinds of models.
Krumah Ali, the book called Business of Black Boys. We talked about that, man. Really, really weird. Try to put us in a classroom and tell us to sit down and learn. There should be no one-dimensional aspect of education approach.
Right.
Because everybody don't learn the same.
Right.
Especially us. We like to be active and learn like that, and rhythm, motion. So you try to box us into a classroom that's not needed. That's non-traditional.
Yeah. Ty's the kind of kid who he had a business mentor that helped him set some goals, keep him accountable. I feel like you could really kind of break through to that next kind of phase, right? It's just when you don't have that, it's like I'm just doing what I can, just about it. And I know.
And you got a crew with him now.
Right.
I'm like, dude, you got other people selling candy?
That's right.
And his hard ass mother, I can't get a staff to pay him with benefits, and you got and ain't nobody robbing you. Come on, bro. Like, yeah. But to that, does anybody know how to get the music on YouTube?
Oh, bet. Yeah. So it's funny because I was uploading my album to Spotify through DistroKid last night. And so it'll go up to all the different kind of streaming platforms. But the bar has been set so high for monetization, meaning like they had a series of like checkboxes. One of them was like, you created all of the sounds in the music. And I'm like, well, I work with other producers, so I did. So I can't submit my shit that I paid for. Like, that's crazy. There are things like, you promise to not allow any artist in the future to remix or sample your work. And I said, I'm not remixing and sample my own work. You're telling me that this agreement means I can't monetize on social media or through YouTube because it's going to complicate the business for you? Screw you guys. Like, I don't want to monetize my stuff here. In fact, the only reason I'm putting it here is so that other people can use my music in social media marketing and promotion, but my music will really only be for sale through the sales of the book. Like, that's how this works. And anybody who hears about the album or the project is not going to hear about it in those other spaces first. My stuff isn't playlist music, not live music. It's like, this is social political commentary. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't that. And so, yeah, like there are some people who I'm sure could absolutely do that, right? If you're a podcaster and you're trying to monetize your stuff, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you're not using other people's music in the background of your podcast, then, it shouldn't be an issue at all. But
so I'm gonna have to drop this on acapella and just rap.
no, if you want to do it, there are entities. The one I think that some independent folks are leaning towards now, it's called even.biz. .biz, B-I-Z, and their website allows artists to create essentially like private access, like vaults almost, where you can pay what you want, for an album or a project or whatever, it gets set the price at. But the option to pay what you want is also there. And so artists can kind of set that for people who want to engage in their stuff. And then you can sell almost anything from music to digital media, like if you're doing like a video, podcast or a blog, right? You could sell that too. If you're doing a documentary, you can sell it through even.biz, and all of that. So
how do you upload it to YouTube where you can't?
No. So they will put it on streaming platforms as well. But like if people want to purchase it, you can send them there, and they're like a marketplace for artists, and they can sell it digitally. And if you put it up on YouTube, you actually just monetize your YouTube channel. But in order to do that, like you need a certain number of followers, engagement numbers.
I just need visibility. I got
gang of stuff to monetize.
Well, I mean, the other thing is you can just put stuff on YouTube. Like,
I want to create that intro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I could, like, feature a dope artist on the back end to be like, yo, I'm working with, it's just the collaboration again, but I can't get it posted if I do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, people are
But
obviously
you can
figuring out
have
how
an
to get around
artist
it.
just do a drop like they do on radio. You know what I mean?
No.
Yo, I'm here, Classy Hippie Tea. We're gonna be working on a thing, and now if you want exclusive access to the this is where you can go get it. You know, and have the artist do that. But there are other things, right? It's like the way to work around using the audio that will get flagged is by doing live performances. You know, so a video of a live performance is not a cover, and it's not it's its own new piece of work.
Speaking of YouTube, just told me I don't have enough followers to go live. I was like, damn, you need a certain amount of followers.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's like
at least on mine.
they have you know what I'm saying, their own kind of you know things about that. But it doesn't stop you from picking up one of these, going live for 30 minutes, and then just uploading to YouTube. Look, Russell's channel is a real model. Like, that dude posts so many times a day, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, you know, you're talking about like 3 to 5 times a day. He's constantly posting, right? And what is the media that he's posting? A lot of times, it's, yo, we're sitting down, we're having a conversation. They can go back, they'll chop it up, they'll edit, they might zoom in on somebody, whatever, put some captions on the bottom. And now this like minute 30 clip is my next reel. And we're just gonna post that. But we're not just gonna post it on Instagram. We're gonna post it on TikTok too. We're gonna post it on YouTube Shorts. We're gonna post it on all these other kind of platforms and places.
And Even is doing that?
Yeah, you could put all that content up through Even, but or you could put the long form on Even and say, here's a couple clips, here's like 4 clips from this conversation. Right? You want to see the whole thing? Check that out on.
I think that must be how I was using a program called StreamYard.
Yep.
And because it was live, that must be how they were getting around things. So maybe I'll just record it and then play it in the background when I go live before the interview.
It's the audio file that's getting flagged. So whatever you're playing now, right? If they have a scanner essentially that'll say, oh, you're playing Tom Misch, this song, whatever, right? Okay. They're gonna flag it and say, do you have permission to use this song? How is it being used? I do performance sets where I use like samples to transition into songs. So like I got a song on the album that starts with a piece from Gil Scott Heron's Whitey on the Moon, and then it drops into my song. And I don't need it to drop into my song, but that's how it is on the album, to also help people understand that when I do the song about collaboration, but particularly collaboration with our ancestors, it's a smooth kind of transition, and it's part of the understanding for the album. But when I put it up on, or I perform the song live, and I put that video up on YouTube, it's gonna be like, flag, Gil Scott Heron, you know, this and that, But Gil Scott Heron's family has made most of his work accessible, and you can like use it so it'll get flagged, but it won't get taken down. You know what I mean? And so that's the other kind of component, is that if it's an artist that you have a relationship with, then you can say to YouTube, yo, you flagged it, but I have permission to use this. And they're gonna be like, send us the evidence. And you can be like, artist, can you write me a letter? Can you submit something? Whatever. You know.
Alright.
Copyright strikes are only like if a lawyer's getting involved to, you know, do like a cease and desist. It's like a copyright. You know, but the rest of it is just like, oh, it's flagged because it could potentially contain somebody else's audio.
So you're not posting anything on YouTube really unless it goes to another channel.
And I'm not really posting anything on YouTube that isn't mine.
That's what I mean.
I mean, for me, but for what you're talking about doing, you know, you just create your own original content and you can post all of that.
Not music though.
Not music that's like super well known.
What I did for your video on Instagram is from a producer I know in Detroit. Okay, but it's his music, I know him.
Yeah.
So, and it ain't gonna get picked up like Shazam or nobody.
The other thing is,
Because the homie made me beats to
Yeah.
use, and like I could chop it up. It's like a
They
10-minute
sample.
beat.
They don't have a sample in it, that's the only thing.
No.
yeah, if somebody's producing music for you to be able to use as completely original, don't say it on record, and you should be able to put that up, and it won't be a problem because there's nothing to flag. But and here's the other part too, though, is that if you create a video, even with no music in the background, you know, through whatever your video editor is, you upload it to TikTok and Instagram, you can just go in and select music to add to that video.
Yeah.
You know,
I kind of want that Boondocks feel, or what I'm going for. It's like when Boondocks came on, I never skipped the intro.
Right.
Like, it just,
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, making my sandwich.
Right.
Like, you know I'm about to get into
yeah,
it.
you just have somebody create an original kind of jingle for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, if you want to upload it yourself to, you know, DistroKid or any other platform, you can.
I wonder if, because I think he sent me the beat. No, it wasn't. I'm gonna play with it. I got it on my computer. I know, like this piece right here that he said that he tried to upload before, and they flagged that as being some female's voice. So she needed the permissions. And it was like, yo, it's on the sound machine.
Right.
Like, it was like, nah, I need her voice.
Yeah.
Which is like the computer, the AI is going to complicate itself. Because you got rhythms and melodies been going since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
So something's going to coincide and conflict with each other.
But that's part of the stricter kind of stuff on DistroKid that I was telling you about. Is that they were like, if you pull the sample off of GarageBand, this platform, that platform, I was like,
Yeah.
are you serious? Like those sounds came with the program. Like why can people not use that now? I don't understand. Like if the program is giving you those types of plugins and files to use to create music, why are you saying that you can't when the permission is already applied? Splice is another one of those entities. Splice is like a producer kind of beat making thing, but they have all of these sounds that people upload into the Splice library that are royalty free. And so you should be able to use any of these sounds and then go from there. But what's crazy is some of those sounds, if an artist like registered their song, but also were like, I'm cool with Splice using this clip in its, you know, software program and they get paid for that. Like, then the sound that you use could, you know what I'm saying? Hypothetically. The terms and conditions, though, for Splice is like really interesting to see because it's like you can, you know, the agreement that you're signing up for is that all of these samples, all of these things are already clear. So
for respect, like if you were to post this video and the music's playing in the back, do you just take off audio or?
I can. Not everybody knows how to, but I can.
Okay.
There's an AI app called Moises, Moises, that is a stem separator. And so vocals will be on one track, and music can be on a whole other track. And so you can turn down the music in the background without impacting the vocals.
I don't know, it used to be, I think it was a rule when you put, I do not own the rights to this music.
Yeah.
And
paying attention to your posts.
That's hilarious. I'm just trying to move to Iran where there's no copyright.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Get
Y'all
money.
see that? I don't know if y'all see any of those videos, if any of that pops up for y'all, but there's a Burger Queen instead of a Burger King.
Yeah.
And like a whole other version of Subway that's there.
Wow.
And like all these other kind of brands. Uh-huh.
They could get rid of Iran, that's what they say. Y'all break it to me.
Deeper than TikTok for them.
Oh, yeah. Right, yeah. They don't like that shit.
Mhm. But it's a trip to think like other countries don't even have to deal with this.
Right.
And I'm not saying that we shouldn't protect people's intellectual property.
Right.
You know, I think there's value in it. But I think that the law should change based on genres of music. And I think particularly when it comes to black people's music, which is pretty much all music, like it's an ancestral thing. Like we're all tapping into, you know, sources, rhythms, you know, sounds that come from a whole other place. And so, yeah.
Let me ask you this. I think that taps into a deeper something. We have all so-called old countries who function off so-called old systems where they may have a theocracy where their system is God, or they have a deeper meaning to what they want their society to be. And I've always asked this question. Truly, can capitalism, a capitalist country work? And you're able to capitalize on everything. I can go be a preacher. You'll come like a motherfucker and manipulate my people. But I can make money.
Isn't that
It's a
terrible?
hustle. So this is the form of capitalism. You know what I'm saying? This is where it is. This is Wall Street.
And if you're asking if it works, it don't work.
That's what I'm saying.
It
And
don't
in
work.
my spirit, I know it doesn't work. Our systems are never rooted in capitalism. You know what I'm saying? So it can't.
On the flip, I think it
To a
will work.
degree.
No, I think fully it works. Where it would stop working is morals start to play in. So what you're charging for absolutely works. You can charge for it across the board, but then you hit the bell curve on where people are going to start to say, "Yo, this isn't right." And I think that's where it'll start to cancel itself out because society will say no, but the government's like, "Yo, you get money, get money."
And that's where it's tough, right? Like the Martin Shkreli thing, right?
Yeah.
The guy who bought the Wu-Tang album, and he's a pharmaceutical dude who he raised the price of insulin.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, I'm gonna buy this drug, I'm gonna jack up the price from like $30 to like $700. You know what I mean? And so many people needed it as like a life-saving thing. And then he was just like, well, y'all gotta pay this crazy amount because you need it. You need it. And the market is like, you can't survive without it. So you gotta pay this money or you won't survive. Like that's you know what I mean?
monopoly.
He made a crazy amount of money because of it. And people had to step in and be like, yo,
You got your bread.
you know what I'm saying?
So I agree with your point. Being able to make capital like we do is a beautiful thing. But it's like when the morals are detached from it, there's no standard. Just go problem.
Yeah.
Like I feel value when I come in. I gotta be your shop. You know, I gotta get your I'm going to get it. You know what I'm saying? I have to because it's something in me, my spirit. Every time I come here, that's a community staple right here. Every time I come here, I met somebody that intrigued me.
It's a staple of people.
Yeah.
It's not a community staple. Otherwise, it wouldn't be empty.
I'm like that.
But the people who were making moves find a lot of value here because they see the moves being made, and then there's levels of from Al popping into, you know what I mean?
So my community, I got you, and I agree with you. So I'm not saying specifically this community. This is a place where we do community. You know,
Yes.
This is fellowship right here. So I agree with you. I got you. Community of minds.
Yes. And they are willing to pay for it.
Right.
But if you think that all you sell is tea,
I got you.
then my margins are very low. When people are like, I can make tea at home. Yeah, you can, but it's not what we're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Tea's the product, but that's not the value.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like, and that's important to me too, right? It's like, I'm not putting my book on Amazon or any of those larger kind of book selling sites. I know Al would be like, that's where the readers are. And I'm like, not my readers, right? Like, and it's not that people aren't going to use Amazon, they will, but folks who engage with this aren't engaging with Amazon first to then get this. And Amazon is going to do nothing for me in the process. In fact, they take the lion's share of the bread. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You know, so we can't have that. But, you know, I think about those opportunities to like build relationships with people who are smaller independent shops, black-owned businesses, creating spaces that are, you know, community and cultural hubs, you know, where it's like, sure, like, Frugal Bookstore might just sell books, but if you're looking for an event space or a place to host your podcast or a place to do whatever it is that you're trying to do, that's your location that you can go, as opposed to, you know, name a fancy kind of production studio, all this, you know, whatever. I think about in the music sense, how many shows have happened here? You know what I mean? How many times have an artist had a chance to play, get paid, sell their merch, right? Like engage with audiences. They can't go and play Ace of Spades or Harlow's or you know what I mean? For what they can do here to kind of build that audience, they would never get that look in those other places. Or if they were getting a look, promoters are like, yeah, we're gonna need you to cough up 2 bands to like, it's like, come on, man, the pay to play thing shouldn't be a thing. But these, you know what I'm saying, smaller spaces, opportunity to do more things creatively, kind of build a real community and all of that. I'll take that over all that other stuff any day of the week. You know. Yeah.
Let's say it again, once again.
I just, you know, it's not, you know.
I need this.
I got you.
Yeah, man. I need the link for that. I'll probably get on Amazon though, unless you know something.
No, you just go to the website directly. I'll give you
all right.
the website.
People still do that?
Yeah, sure. You can I don't know, like, honestly, just
Or straight to it.
Yeah. That's the move.
I don't know if you're doing
Yeah, that's, I'm looking at it now. So I think
the
that's-
size of that?
Yeah.
For the clarity?
Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is shooting in 10 to 80p right now.